Dear friends, we are immensely pleased to present the playlist of Ghe Bharari Part 2 for the students who are keen to appear for competitive examinations, write essays, learn effective use of advanced vocabulary, discuss various topics, and confidently express their ideas. The main focus is to develop the listening of the activity based narration of the prize winning essays written for national level English essay competitions. The essays are written by Mrs. Rajashri Deshmukh, lecturer in English in Kusrowadia Institute of Technology in Pune. So, in this prologue, let me brief you about Competition Success Review and Competition Refresher, which are two English magazines published from New Delhi. Students who want to appear for competitive exams read these magazines. Junior and senior essay competitions are conducted every month by these magazines, and prize winning essays are published in the upcoming issues. Students from all over India participate in these essay competitions. These essays are written for similar essay competitions, and many of them are prize winning essays. Hello, friends. Today I am going to narrate the first essay, Try Again and Again, Never Give Up. The takeaway of this essay is that it provides an insight into the real meaning of life, to face challenges with never say die attitude, understand our real purpose, giving an eye opening view of facing failures with dignity, with the illustrations of the great people, and finally identify that sky is the limit for those who have indomitable spirit. The title of the essay is Try Again and Again, Never Give Up. When intervals of darkness come as come they must, when the sun is hid and the stars withdraw their shining, we turn to the lampposts on the way to guide our steps to the east again, where the dawn is. When we are lost in the dark or crestfallen by the gloom of unhappy winters, the lives of great men and women serve as guiding lights of our path. Their moving tales of exemplary courage and tremendous confidence infuses strength and hope in our wavering hearts. They teach us that despite the hurdles, the race has to be run and won. If we fall down, wisdom lies in getting up and starting all over again. Life is likewise a challenge that tests our strength of body and mind, a mystery that baffles our understanding, a riddle that gets more complicated the more we try to figure it out. A tough exam where you are called upon to answer the most unexpected questions and solve the most complex problems. You have to first carry the cross if you want the crown. The path to success is not strewn with roses, but one meets with the most deadly thorns, dangerous curves, deep chasms, and unexpected turnings that frightens and exhausts ordinary mortals. But those possessing iron muscles and nerves of steel face the challenge boldly and win the crown. But those who are chicken hearted, timid, and shy abandon the fight after the initial failures and curse their stars. It is human nature to be depressed by setbacks, but it is a superhuman task to rise above your circumstances and rewrite your destiny. It is good to try once, but it is great to try again and again until you win. The athlete who wins the race, the boxer who wins the round, the student who tops the exam, and the contestant who wins the crown are all normal human beings. The important quality that distinguishes the ordinary from the extraordinary, the champions from the players, is their never say die attitude, their tenacity of purpose, and capacity to put in sustained hard work. Then even God helps those who help themselves. They are the enterprising, the dynamic, and the stout of heart who know that the secret of a successful battle is to struggle incessantly. They belong to the tribe of Columbus and Napoleon, who hope against hope in the face of the heaviest odd. They have the irrepressible urge to excel, to win at any cost, the stuff heroes are made of. They are the people who say that the glass of water is not half empty but half filled. Let the sky become cloudy, but they never lose their cool. They believe that we fall to rise and are baffled to fight better and sleep to wake. Like the great warrior Arjun, they concentrate on their goal with single minded devotion. They know that if winter comes, spring cannot be far behind. We Indians are fortunate to have many great warriors like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, APJ Abdul Kalam, Lata Mangeshkar, Baba Amte at the helm of affairs who struggled throughout their way to greatness. All of them persevered like true karma yogis before they got the coveted crown. Life was never a cakewalk for them. Heartbreaking struggle, severe criticism, stiff opposition, and hostility sharpened and strengthened them from within like the metal gold which shines more brilliantly after coming out from the furnace. It was again the spirit of challenge that spurred Kalpana Chawla on to new heights of glory and fame and become the first Indian woman to go into space. Kiran Desai, the creative genius, Leander Pace, the Olympic medal winner, Sachin Tendulkar, the cricketing genius, are all stars who never stop trying, however hard the rules and tough the game. Perhaps they think, it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. Those who tread the alpine peaks must not expect their path to be full of soft silken ways. Life with its unusual twists and turns often makes you cry and compels you to stay back with a sigh. It is easy to give up and difficult to try, but you must try if you have set your sights on the coveted crown. James Corbett, one of the greatest boxers, feels that though all is lost, one must be ever ready for one more fight. Fight one more round when your feet are so tired that you have to shuffle back to the center of the ring. Fight one more round. When your arms are so tired that you can hardly lift your hands to come on guard, fight one more round. When your nose is bleeding and your eyes are black and you are so tired that you wish your opponent would rack you in the jaw and put you to sleep, fight one more round, remembering that the man who always fights one more round is never whipped. Luck, chance, and destiny are the lame excuses of those who dare not, who shy away from the battlefield for the fear of being defeated. It is foolish to blame the unfavorable circumstances of life or curse a hostile destiny. It is not help but obstacles, not facilities but difficulties that make men. History is witness to the fact that heroes are born in the hours of crisis. They are molded in the crucible of challenges and tragedies. Men and women who started life from next to nothing have reached the pinnacle of success by virtue of their dogged determination, positive attitude, perseverance, and above all, a tremendous faith in themselves. Their faith moved the mountains and hastened them to their goal. Helen Keller, born deaf, dumb, and blind, would have been another unfortunate to have lived and died had she accepted her handicap as a curse from the heavens. But made of a sterner stuff that refused to shed tears, she was determined to get out of the darkness, and her patience bore fruit. Mahatma Gandhi, an apostle of peace and non-violence, was a frail individual with no wealth or empires, but he shook the foundations of the mighty British Empire on which the sun never set. His only asset was his iron will that would have not quaked even if the universe pulverized at his feet. Abraham Lincoln rose from poverty to occupy the august office of the President of USA. Again, it was not chance or the mercy of fate or fortune that did the trick, but a dynamic personality and positive attitude that launched him on that summit of excellence and glory from where he was never dislodged. My great concern, he said, is not whether you have failed, but whether you rest content with your failures. Stevenson was an invalid throughout his life. Milton was blind. Beethoven was deaf. Charles Dickens began by pasting labels on the blacking pots. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar rose from obscurity to portals of glory and greatness. Today, the world is a better place to live in because of such extraordinary individuals who, undeterred by their handicap, went ahead, played their parts, and conquered and triumphed over their unfavorable circumstances. Such handicap would have frightened ordinary mortals, but these people are of the types who smile when everything goes wrong. If they find no rainbow at the end of the sky, they go ahead and make one. May their tribe increase. Failure in itself is not bad, but getting depressed by failures is the worst calamity that could happen to anyone. The mighty Robert Bruce learnt a very important lesson from the spider that got up again and again after falling down many times and wove his web untiringly. One must not forget that our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Martin Luther said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." Challenges transform people and bring out the best in them. One of the most important lessons to be learnt in life is to never give up, never quit. However trying the circumstances, however rough the weather, however hostile the society, one must never give up. A brave general instructs and encourages his soldiers in the following words which teach a lot. Brave admirals, say but one good word. What shall we do when hope is gone? The words leapt like a leaping sword, sail on, sail on, sail on and on. Finally, one must plunge into work wholeheartedly without thinking of the results. Work alone can solve problems. However talented or strong you may be, but if you do not work, if you are not willing to test your strength or you are afraid of entering the battlefield, then all your potential is useless. Let us give a thought to what Lord Krishna tells Arjun in the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, prepare yourself for war. If you succeed, you will enjoy the earth, and if you die in the struggle, you will enjoy heaven. Exam time is not the only time when one must have courage, confidence, and positive attitude. Positive attitude must be developed right from childhood, so that one does not have to face heartbreaks and depression when one meets with failures, disappointments, and losses. After all, life is not a series of rainbows and fancy happenings, but a hide and seek game of shocks and surprises where bitter pills have to be swallowed without questioning the doses. There would be fewer cases of depression, neurotic illness, and suicides if only people understood the true lessons and meaning of life. Just passing the university exams and degrees is not enough. One must face the exam of life boldly and come out with flying colors, as the following lines instruct. When joy takes leave, friends betray, fortune frowns and springs depart, when you are left to your dismay, alone to face with shattered heart, the tempest on the shore, you feel lost as never before. When things are no more the same, try once more and play the game. Wipe the tear and stop the cry. Sky is the limit if you try. Sky is the limit if you try. Sky is the limit if you try. Friends, after listening keenly to the narration of the essay, please discuss the following topics as group discussion. Narration of essays. Thank you and goodbye.